Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the... The 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check 56. Three buns.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 56. Bring it.
On second down now. It's Carson. Powers through him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
There was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
56, right there, 56.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56.
They run it with Carson. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Browns' 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Check 56. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Go 14.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
54, Mike. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
On third down, Mayfield. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
End in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey, alert. Too quick.
On third down, they go Lynch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big fella, 30, past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Kill. Hatchet. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56, right there, 56. Switch up. Check 3.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He finds his target, Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 79 yards. as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson being chased down left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Chubb on the counter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
180. 54 Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They run it again with Chubb.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
180. 54. Mike, 54. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 4th down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
20. 54. Go, go, go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hey, exit.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Check 380. Check 50, check 50. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
On third down, Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Landry now on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Check, 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 check. Go left. 56, right there, 56. If you don't get this, boy. 12. You think you gonna get this?
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's caught by Hollister. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 52. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Good guys, 4 down.
On first down, it's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. On the delay, here's Carson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on,
They managed the clock exactly right.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. King.
Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Carson, and an alley to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Well, we'll see if they go back to base. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.